Beautiful, beautiful new morning, Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane. The cards I picked for yesterday's reading that really spoke to me, resonated with me, was this beautiful infusion of color, the kisses from spirit, and the call of the muse to start having fun in your life, reinfusing it with wonder and childlike happiness and joy. We're going to need that. We always need that, but especially these times. If you're a person such as myself, as I'm getting, who's like recently been looking back nostalgically, not because life was better when we were younger, but maybe different, longing for simpler ways or ways that we were more used to, or even if they were not right, they felt simpler to deal with, a simpler time. It's okay. It happens. And this is your call to try to build new memories in your everyday. Do it in right now. Do it in your now. So I like that. All right. I'm going to take your Work Your Light today. I haven't used these in a while. Let's see how magical you are, Pisces, today. The Great Gathering. This card holds very special powers. Just before I started doing this kind of work, I did receive this card as an indication of what was to come, what I was supposed to do, how I was supposed to help. I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to. And this is the Great Gathering. Okay? And it's all coming together. Intuitive Hits, Soul Tribe. Absolutely, I feel that way when I'm talking with you guys about different things. I feel that we are gathering. We are coming together to be something more. To be here to witness, to be here to help. I'm going to read what it says here. Right. You're being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creation, something is rethreaded. Wow. This card is an acknowledgement that you're either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You're being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You're a part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history, to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you're longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. Work your light activation by focusing on this card and say this. I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. This is what I've been talking to you, and Spirit's been talking to you and myself from the beginning of this recently. I've been on this journey a long time, but I was activated just not so long ago in a very big way. And I believe that one of my goals was also to help you realize that you are also activating in yourself. We're gathering in light to make this world a nicer place, a better place, a peaceful place. And it's sounding a little cultish, so I'm going to leave that alone now, because there's no way. There is no way. I do believe, though, Pisces, that you have power within you. You do. You have a lot of power within you, not only to create a really great life for yourself, but to also gather with like-minded people. We have more ways now than ever to connect with each other and bring forward the light. I see too many things that are disturbing me online. People who are predicting things that they cannot be predicting. And they're creating a mentality that these people could end up, who are following these people, could end up hurting other people when these predictions don't come true. It's the fanatic mentality, and it's very scary, and it does exist. And I knew it did, I just didn't know to what level it does. Like I said, we have to be strong, we have to be true, we have to be light. We have to be light. We have to show the world balance. That's the most important part, always. But remember this week, it is meant for us to have a great week. Ooh, 51, number 6, the staff. Pretty. Let's see. We haven't gotten this one very often. Okay. The staff is a symbol of authority. It holds power to temper extremes. I can't make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. We're here to restore balance. We're here to temper the extremes. Ta-da! The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle. Balance. And aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. It's talking about Moses here. Moses carried a serpent's staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call plagues. The staff reminds you of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. Right? We're soul people. We're gathering. We're shedding the light. We stand here in strength and in light. You don't see us running with weapons here. You don't see us engaging in battle to hurt others. We're gathering. We're shining the light. We're the staff. It's so funny because my dad, the one thing I inherited from him is a very big stick, a very big tree branch that he had turned into a staff. It's very high, and it's leaning on my hutch downstairs in my kitchen, and I always think to myself, I really feel the need to decorate it, put feathers on it, and really make it like a shaman stick, because I really want to. I feel that it holds a lot of power, so it's very nice to see this, the staff card. Okay, so it says the invitation here is you know how to flow easily between polarities, how to weigh all possibilities and instinctively select the right path. Trust your inner wisdom and take the first step on a journey that your heart has already embarked on. Use the power of the staff to unite what appears to be divided, to find that delicate balance between will and surrender. It's all about balance, you guys. I keep saying it in every reading, but it really is. If you see people who are telling you to choose between the darkness and the light, they're making you decide. There's no balance. The balance is between the darkness and the light. We live in a world that's full of darkness and light. We come here to experience that contrast. Even if you do everything right in your life, it does not mean that nothing bad will ever happen to you. It's what you do with those experiences that make you who you are. There needs to be, there is enough extremities, whatever you want to call it, extremists in the world to last us a lifetime. There's been examples of it over and over again, yet it seems that many of us never learn that extremes don't work. Being of one sign, of one element, doesn't work. The pendulum needs to swing back to the middle, and that's where we come in. That's where we come in. That's where we come in. Pisces. You are beautiful. You understand me. You do. I know a lot of you are hearing this. You understand what I'm saying. And I feel it. It feels wonderful. It feels stable. I love to hear about how you are taking control of your lives and doing what you want with it, bringing your best foot forward, living your best life. Inner truth. Look at that. Inside the cave, the hermit. I get the hermit vibe from this one. And it's 16, so we have 6 and then 7. You know the truth, even though you hear people who are speaking their truth, but it's an extreme one. And it's kind of scary. There's a lot of depth to your feelings. You are on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly now. We're always moving towards that. The next steps in your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant in new opportunities that may lead to the new beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and the inner voice all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. I think we've done that, though. A lot of us have done that. And if you're just joining me and you haven't started this work, there are plenty of videos in my playlist that talk about going into the root chakra, doing that work. Spirit's reminding me that I've got to get on that as well. I have to start making those documents and those PDF files to help people deal on healing the root chakra from the bottom up, from the foundation up to the roof. We need to really put those things in balance. Then we can be part of the solution instead of so many being part of the problem because of their own personal vendettas, their own personal hurts, their own personal past and pain. Yeah. All right, Pisces, let's pull some charts. I love that Great Gathering card. It's such a beautiful, soulful card, and it holds such precious energy for me. Ooh. There's those scales again. The give and take. Too serious? Have more fun. Have more fun like the Fool. There's, in a sense, new beginnings coming in. It's a different way of thinking, Pisces. It's funny because we think we're thinking in a new way, but it's a very old way. And they really do want us to think in a new way. in an essence, to scratch everything we've known from before and develop our own way of thinking, our own journeys, so that we're not martyrs or paralyzed by being the crusader. You know what I mean? That too serious person who just charges on in the same course, gets to the end of their lives and has forgotten to live. So this isn't this story. This story is about balance. This new era is about figuring out how to make those things more on an even keel. So if you've been too serious recently, if you've been too focused on trying to make something work, it's time to take time to rebalance. Balance of emotion, having fun, being victorious, and feeling the victory of small victories. This is a 6. It's not like the 10 where you have all your wishes and blessing. It's the midway part. The part where you say, okay, I've done a lot of work and now I'm going to enjoy the fruits of those labors. I'm going to enjoy somebody telling me, good job, you're doing good, look at you. You've come a long way. You can have some pride, don't be too prideful, it's never too good. Always ends up biting you in the butt anyway. So, but pride in a good way, pride in saying, I've done a good job, I should be proud of myself, instead of berating yourself, is always acceptable. Feeling good about yourself, feeling good about getting this far. Yeah, it shows growth. Again, in balance. Too much pride, not good. Not enough pride, no good. There has to be a balance in everything. Balance of emotion. Growth. Growth at the nth scale. The King of Pentacles for me is always the best, not the best king, but one of the greatest ones, because he represents growth. He represents the planet we're on. And not just growth of material things, even though he is the pentacle. I feel it's a growth in abundance and prosperity, in spirit, in everything. It's showing that you've done such good work, that you're feeling the positives of it. It's like planting that seed and look at all the vines that are growing on him. He's just overwhelmed with abundance of all kinds. That's too many, but I will take this one. The High Priestess, the Great Gathering, falling on it's in balance in a new journey with the High Priestess. So they're kind of all gathered here. And it works. It absolutely works. It fits. It's beautiful. The new journey in a balance of emotion with the staff, right? Balance. There's balance, balance, and growth. I love these cards. The staff. The reason I adore these readings so much is all connected. It's all connected. They all connect. If you really look, when you're reading tarot, if you're intuitively connected, you will see, you will connect all the dots. It's like connecting a big puzzle piece. A big puzzle, not a puzzle piece, with all the puzzle pieces. They kind of all fall into place. It's like they're already in their spot. And that's what makes this so wonderful and so connected inside of yourself. You feel it gel. You feel it connect. For anybody who's trying to read, you will know when this is how you know. You feel it within you. And you feel that the cards are coming out to give you a very clear and definite message. So the staff is balance, the balance of your emotions, going on a new journey, taking in everything that you've learned and bringing it forward into the new phase. The end of the phase, the beginning of a new one. They're both the beginning and the end. Or is it the end or the beginning? It's like the chicken and the egg. I love that. It feels very much like the chicken and the egg. Right. The Emperor. Lovely. The stability that you're looking for is in this balance that you're finding. Finding your inner truths, going in, getting it. It's bringing you victory and growth, but it's also bringing you balance, victory, and stability. Stability, stability, stability. They all go down. This is the staff. This is balance, balance of emotion, stability. They're also saying that when you find this balance, things will make sense. You will see the extremes a lot more clearly. You'll see people talking in blacks and white. You're going to see people's blocks. That's right. You're going to see their blocks. They won't be your blocks anymore. You're going to be able to see through all of that. You're going to be able to move past all of that. Now, if this is you who's moving out of these extremes, trust me in this, the balance that you bring into your life, it will calm you. It will calm you to the point where you're going to be able to get past the storms inside of yourself and be quiet enough to look around and see what really is. Do you want me to add that as well? A lot of people consider this boring. Page of Swords. The Hermit. Nine of Swords. There are two ways to look at these. My Page of Swords is my troublemaker. Always has been, always will be. He's the one who lies to you. He lies to you with things that look like the truth. It's spinning the truth. It's spinning a lie to make it look like a truth. There you go. When somebody comes at you and says you must choose between the light and the darkness, but their version of light is the one that is right. And it may, if you don't agree with it, doesn't matter. You're still going to the dark. And they'll spin it in such a way that they make it sound like it's all the sense in the world, but it really is a lie. If you go inside of yourself, you will see the stress and the anxiety that's caused by all of this. You may even have a little bit of stress and anxiety thinking about all of this. But the Hermit reminds you that you have to go inside of yourself and really think these things through. There's a lot to be seen if you simply allow yourself to see it. This reading really is about extremes. It's about these extremes that we create on the planet and the convincing way that it is done. This is why we have people who follow one or the other. They go completely one way because they have people who are, I'm hearing silver-tongued devils in my head. There's no such, but you know what I mean. People who can manipulate the words to make them sound like they're really, really important, that you must follow this path or you're going to hell. Hell is an extreme. And in one way, heaven is as well. And they're both used sometimes in one in lieu of another You're promised heaven if you follow this path, this way, but only this way. And by calling it heaven, they make people fear the latter. I'm here to tell you they're both the same. They're both extremes in the worst way possible. Balance is where you will find peace, harmony, forgiveness. Balance is where you find the strength to be kind to others, to see things in a different way. Balance is also the place where you get quiet enough to see how things make sense and how they don't. Spirit is putting into my mind that a lot of you have felt like this all of your life. You've looked at things go by you and say, that just doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm also sensing, I'm here to tell you one message is that you may have been here since as far as you can remember, thinking that you didn't belong here because you don't think like the masses. You're not falling into the same pitfalls. You may have felt very odd and different in the way that you think and the way that you move. And you wondered, am I alone here? Am I the only one thinking this way? Spirit is saying no. We're all being awakened. The people who feel this way. There's many of us. We've just been quiet. We haven't said very much because we're afraid. Or waiting. Maybe not afraid. They're saying no, not afraid. Waiting for something. Waiting for something. Yeah. It's waiting for something. We've been waiting for something. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to let them explain more in the extended. Yeah. You're not alone. There you go. Seen in your unique way. Exquisite being, you have captured the heart of the divine. But what worldly standard are you holding yourself to? Shine from within. The hermit. Inner truths. Shine from within through graciousness, generosity, and thoughtfulness. How could you be anything less? In the eyes of expectancy, there's always more that could have been done to feel that you are finally good enough. But for what and for whom? Keep a soft place in your heart for yourself. As if you were your own best friend, listen to your own voice of judgment. It is usually to be found as odds and ends of the mind. Strewn about and in need of discarding, fill up with the fragment truth that you are exceptionally fashioned by the powers that be. There you go. They're letting you know that yes, you are unique, but you're not alone. You are not alone. That was a very specific message, and I think that it's wonderful. I'm going to leave you with this. I have a lot of things going through, but I need to sit with them for a while. I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to come back to you tonight, and I'm going to give you everything that's needed. Well, all the messages that they want me to give you. I appreciate you very, very much. I appreciate your support. There are ways to support me in the description box, so go check those out. As always, if you enjoyed this, please click the subscribe, the notification, all of that jazz. Press the like button, and make sure to pick a card that resonated with you the most for this reading. I'm already telling you there's a few here. I'm bringing, so take care of yourself, Pisces. Love, light, and lots of blessings. I will see you in the extended later. Take care.